Hello everybody and welcome to one more lesson. Today we are going to share with you about petroleum geology, rocks and how they are formed. We hope you enjoy the lesson. First, let's have a look of the concept of geology. Geology is the study of Earth, the materials of which it is made of, the structure of those materials and the processes acting upon them. It includes the study of organisms that have inhabited our planet. An important part of geology is the study of how Earth's materials, structure, processes and organisms have changed over time. The study of geological processes that create the crude oil and natural gas reservoirs is referred to as petroleum geology. Petroleum geology studies various geological elements to determine there is a likelihood of hydrocarbons being present and at what volume. Drilling a test well can cost millions of dollars, so the geologist needs to be sure of the facts before exploratory drilling is produced. The Earth is made up of 4 different layers: the crust, the mantle, the outer core, and the inner core. Many geologists believe that as the Earth cooled, the heavier, denser materials sank to the center and lighter materials rose to the top. Because of this, the crust is made of the lightest materials, rock, basalts, and granites, and the core consists of heavy metals, nickel and iron. The crust is the layer that you live on and is the most widely studied and understood. It is formed out of rock materials and is the thinnest of the 4 layers. It is approximately 1% of the Earth. The mantle, on the other hand, is much hotter and has the ability to flow. The mantle is the thickest layer and approximately 8% of the Earth lies in it. The temperature of this layer is estimated to be about 1000 degrees Celsius. The mantle is made of much denser and thicker material. Because of this, the plates float on it like oil floats on water. Many geologists believe that the mantle flows because of convection currents. At the center of the Earth there is the core, which has 2 parts, the outer core and the inner core. The outer and inner cores are hotter and still with so great pressures that you would be squeezed into a smaller ball than a marble if you were able to go to the center of the Earth. The outer core is composed of melted metals, nickel and iron. The inner core has an extremely high temperature and pressure condition. The temperature of inner core condition layer is greater than the temperature of the sun's surface. The thickness of this layer is believed to be approximately 1,250 kilometers. In order to better understand how the Earth has been shaped over the ages, we must also consider the Earth's crust. The crust of the Earth is broken into many pieces called plates. The plates float on the soft plastic mantle, which is located below the crust. These plates usually move along smoothly, but sometimes they stick and build up pressure. The pressure builds and the rock bends until it snaps. The movement of these plates, both towards and away from each other, has caused and continues to cause the major geological features of Earth's surface, such as mountains, valleys, and oceans. Tectonic plates movement is most likely caused by convection currents from the molten rock below. The molten rocks are like water boiling in a pan, constantly moving and bubbling, with the hottest liquids rising to the top and the coolest moving to the bottom. Friction between the tectonic plates stops their constantly moving. However, over time, pressure builds up, and when the pressure becomes too much, the plates move, resulting in a volcanic lava or earthquake. Rock cycle. In order to better understand rocks, we need to look at the rock cycle. The rock cycle is a series of constant processes through which Earth's materials change form over time. As we've learned, there are 3 types of rock: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. These different types of rock can be transformed into one another. Igneous rocks are formed in two very different environments. All igneous rocks start out as melted rock, magma, and then crystallize or freeze. Metamorphic rocks were once igneous or sedimentary rocks but have been changed or metamorphosed as a result of intense heat and/or pressure within the Earth's crust. They are crystalline and often have a squashed, which means foliated or banded, texture. Sedimentary rocks are formed from sediment grains deposited by water, wind, or ice. They are always formed in layers, called beds or strata, and quite often contain fossils. Uplift, the key to the rock cycle. Understanding the idea of uplift is the key to making sense of the rock cycle, as it allows us to see rocks that were once deeply buried beneath the surface. If rocks did not get uplifted to form hills and mountains, then the processes of weathering and erosion would long ago have reduced much of the world's land masses to low-lying flat plains. Weathering and erosion, transport and deposition would all effectively stop. Weathering. Weathering is the breakdown of rocks at the Earth's surface by the action of rainwater, stream of temperature, and biological activity. It does not involve the removal of rock material. Erosion. Erosion is the process by which soil and rock particles are worn away and moved elsewhere by gravity, or by a moving transport agent, wind, water, or ice. For you to have a deep understanding, we are going to bring more about rock cycles in the next lesson. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the lesson, put your like and make your comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for you not to miss the next videos.